Hello, hello. Hey guys, Yvonne Wadley, director with LimeLife by Alcone. And today I'm going to show you the power of our amazing foundation. And I usually show you with the blender foam because that's what I use most of the time. I've been showing you how to do it with the brush and oil to make it a liquid. My skin, thank goodness, has like finally settled. I don't know, it was like maybe the quick change from hot to cold that did whatever I was doing. I started like peeling and I was just having some serious issues. So I did a lot of scrubbing and moisturizing heavily, and that seems to have solved the problem. But skin therapist, a little lotion was my life. Like I was a skin polish, taking everything off, all the dullness off, and then skin therapist was my BFF. One Drop Wonder, as always. I was working its magic, but because our foundation doesn't actually go into our skin, I was able to wear makeup while my skin was going through all these issues, and it wasn't causing more problems. If anything, it was just kind of sitting there, and because I was adding more One Drop Wonder to it, it was helping my skin. So let's move on. I've been actually talking to somebody that had pretty bad acne before, and I'll be priming. And they've done all kinds of procedures to make their acne better, and they have like scarring and stuff like that. And they just switched one thing. They switched to our foundation. I mean, I've shown you plenty of times. This is what it looks like. You can get it in a trio. You can get it by itself. And these are our concealers. These are the two that match my skin. That's like that because that's where I picked from to make it liquid, and that's what I've been doing lately. So that's why it looks like that. But this person just by, and she sent me pictures, just by switching to our foundation, like her breakouts started, like no more breakouts and stuff like that. So just so you know, like the main reason why that probably happened is because our foundation is 50% pigment. It doesn't have all this like crazy mineral oil or any of those things. It's just wax base, and it is pigment. So it's 50%. I'm sure there are like plenty of other ingredients in it, but it's 50% pigmentation. What does that even mean? Well, that means that I'm gonna start doing this on. So I'm just getting the actual foundation. And what does that even mean, that it has 50% pigmentation? Well, what that means is that when they make it, 50% of what's in here is actual color. Where if you buy it at the supermarket, it's going to be 11 to 18% of what you get in your bottle or your container is going to be color. So you need so much more of it, right? And then what's that mean? It has a bunch of fillers to make sure that they fill out your container, right? So a lot of times they use oils and stuff like that for that as fillers, and then all that oil, where's it's going right into your skin and causes all kinds of acne. Your higher end foundations like MAC or Estee Lauder, all those like nice foundations that you can find at Sephora. Like I used to wear, I've gone through a bunch of different brands, but the one I was wearing right before I switched to this for like a year and a half was Makeup Forever, and that worked out good, but I couldn't wear it every day. I couldn't wear makeup every day, and with this I can if I want to, but my skin's gotten so much better that I'm okay without makeup all the time, you know, like I don't know, it kind of doesn't bug me. With the other one, I had to skip days because it was constantly breaking me out. So I would get all these breakouts, but it was probably because of all the oils and stuff, additives in it. So those are like Sephora and stuff like that, that you pay around the same price as for ours. Those have 18 to 24 pigment in it. So 18 to 24 is going to be color. The rest is going to be filler stuff. And I'm going to go into my concealer and just put some here on my nose, because I have a lot of redness going on there still. So we'll do that. No more peeling, but redness, yes. And So 18 to 20%, 24%. So everything else is fillers, right? Which we don't want all that stuff sitting on our skin or going in our skin, because a lot of that oil does go into our skin, because that's just the nature of it, right? Where this one, because it's wax based, it doesn't get absorbed by your skin. It just kind of sits there, and that's why it's more durable, and it's made to look like skin. So when you're wearing it, I don't know how clear you can see here, but those of you that see me in person, you know, like, it doesn't crack. It's not all like crusty or just sitting there, and when you like smile or something, get all these lines. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't do any of those things. This is professional grade foundation. Think of all your celebrities in the movies with their beautiful skin. They more than likely have this foundation, because this is the preferred foundation by professional makeup artists. That's why it's in our line. That's why this was picked as one of the products to be for us. Access bias. So I'm going to go one shade lighter just to highlight my face a little bit. So I'm just going to make a triangle here, and I'm using the same brush. So I went from my regular color to a lighter shade just to give myself a little bit of a highlight here. Nothing too cray-cray, and it just makes me look more awake. And just very easy peasy, just like that. And then I'm gonna go on my nose a little bit, whatever's left on the brush, and then right here, just where the light will naturally fall, that's where I'm gonna put it. In my eye. There it is. So it just goes like where you will naturally have that light fall on your face. So see, nothing crazy, just a little bit, nothing drastic. We're gonna go down here just a little with a little bit. I just barely dabbed it in, just to highlight this part of my jaw. So think about it like that's how the light hits, right? And I mean, I have natural, like, pretty high cheekbones, so my line here as to where this line will go is already pretty defined. That's just naturally there for me. A lot of people have to like really measure like where it goes, and just so you know, it goes like from your ear down, like at an angle like this. And that's where that line goes. Mine's already there, so I just follow my natural line. But if you don't have that line naturally there, that's how you do it. You just go from your ear at a 45-degree angle, and then just go. That's where you slay your line. And then I'm going to go into my trio, my favorite one, this one. And I'm going to get my powder to set everything in place. So what this does, it just keeps it there, and then I can add my other powders on top of it, like my blush and my bronzer and all that stuff, just to keep it kind of where I want it, and it makes it more long lasting and stuff like that. But already it looks like skin. It doesn't feel like I have all this like caked on stuff, and because it is professional grade, it's not heavy, because you need so little of it. I mean, if you have 50% of it is color, you need very, very, like, if you think about it, you need very, very little compared to other brands. Like if I went to Walgreens and I wanted the same amount of cover, I would need 4 times or 5 times as much as what I use on my face. So imagine what that would look like. I would look ridiculous, right? It would look like all paste on and just disgusting. But if I went to Sephora and bought a foundation there, I would need like 2 to 3 times as much, or 2.5 times as much as I do now. So just take that in consideration. You need very, very little, and it costs the same as if you bought a foundation at Sephora, and it'll last probably around the same time. This lasts me like 4 to 5 months, and I pretty much wear it every day. So because you need so tiny little bit, it lasts longer, and that's just the nature of it, right? So then I'm going to go with this brush, a slanted big brush, and I'm gonna go with the bronzer just to add some dimension and a little bit of color. And again, I have my natural line already there that I can follow, but like if you don't, go with this line, or go like this and go under your cheekbone, and that's just how you do it. It's not a big old deal, it's just there, right? And then I like to go up here just to add some dimension to my face. And here. Here. It just kind of warms it up. Warms up my face. And that's that. So then I'm gonna go with this fun brush, and that is for my blush. So you know what? Today I'm gonna mix it up and use a different blush. I'm going with this one that is called Keen, and I love it. I used to wear a very similar color. It was from NARS, and it was called Orgasm or something, and it was like pretty close to this color, and it has a little bit of shimmer. Nothing crazy, but it does have a little bit of shimmer. This one, see? It's a pretty color. I like it. It's very it's a fun color. It's like an orangey pink, and it goes really good with my skin tone because I have warm tones, and it just works out. Well, I'm gonna go with the fluffy brush and then just make sure that I don't have too much of anything and just wipe it off. I'm washing my brushes today, so that's why it doesn't matter, and if I get a little bit of blush on it, it'll be washed off tonight. So boom, don't have to worry about that. And then I'm going to do my lips, and then we're done. But if you have any questions about the foundation, put them in there. If you want foundation, let me know. PM me. I can color match you like that. Super, super quick. I'm going to go into my Bare Metals eyeshadows. And with this brush, I'm going to grab a little bit of the first one. This one, the lightest one. And then I'm going to add some highlight up here, just to make it more fun. And I just pick like very, very little of it. Don't go crazy on me and think that you have to put a ton. Very, very little, just to add a little bit of light. Again, same places where the light will fall, right? And then just right here, Cupid's bow. But again, this foundation has actually made, and this is like my personal clients. I'm not talking about, oh, I've seen pictures of people that this has done this for them. This is like a personal client of mine that has gone through this process, and it has worked like that for her, and it makes me so happy. And that's the kind of stuff that you do it for, you know, like this literally improved this woman's life. It's not, oh well, it's makeup, whatever. Okay, I've never struggled with like major acne or any issues like that, but I know that when I get the one that I get every once in a while, I'm like all like stressed out and like, oh my gosh, I got this thing, right? I can't even imagine like having a lot of it, you know. And just to think, the foundation alone did that much for her. I can only imagine like once she starts using our skincare, what her transformation is going to be. I'm super, super pumped for her, because that's why you do it, because you share the stuff that you love. You don't, like, we have over like probably over 100 products. I don't talk about all the products. I don't have experience with all the products. I'll just talk with what I have experience with, what I love, and what my clients are loving, and I'll tell you their stories. You know, like I probably talk about very few of our products. You probably know the products that I talk about all the time. And that's the difference between like selling and just, well, a lot of people say, well, I'm not a salesperson, so I could never do that. That was my mentality too. Like I was like, there's no way I can do this. Like I've never been like a salesperson. I get all intimidated and scared and stressed out and whatever. And it's like, no, it's not about going door to door and knocking, hey, buy this from me, or buy this from me, or every conversation with everybody being about selling something to them. This is about a community. This is about sharing stuff that you actually love and try and you like, or like testimonials of the people that are trying the products and are working for them. That's what this is about. Like when there's a super popular movie out right now, I'm gonna do my lips, super popular movie right now that we were like dying to go see, right? My husband loves this movie series, I should say. Let me do my lips. So we talked to our friends about it, right? Like, did you go see it already? And they're like, oh yes, it was awesome, yada 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 yada, right? We know that our friends love it just as much as he does. So we're like, okay, so then it'll probably be a good idea to go and see it, right? So we left and we went and saw it the other day. And it was awesome. We loved it. It was different than what we're used to. And but that's what it's all about. Then, like, the next day, I have my friend, did you go see this movie? And I was like, oh, yes, it's good. Is it worth it? Yeah, it is. Oh, my gosh, it was so fun, and blah, 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 yada, 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 right? So they went and saw the movie. If Harkins paid me to go to, like, tell my friend, hey, friend, the movie's good, and then if I got a commission out of that, I would be telling my friends, just go do that. And I wouldn't recommend every movie, just like I don't recommend every product, not because I don't think that is a good product, but because I don't know. Like, I don't have eczema. I can't tell you it cured my eczema. I don't have eczema. My kids don't have eczema. But I can tell you, like, my personal client used this for their eczema and it fixed it or whatever. Like that, you know? Like, just like I would say, I haven't seen the movie, but my brother or my cousin or my friend told me that. And that's how this works. It's not about, like, going out there and, like, cramming people with products that you have no idea what it is. This is stuff that we can buy at the stores, so why not help somebody else? You know, why not help your friend that is selling it? And it doesn't have to be me. There are plenty of other people that sell this, but all I'm saying is, it's not about like selling necessarily. Yes, you're going to make sales. Yes, you're going to make commission from your sales, but it's a lot more than that. It's a group of women that are really trying hard to have this, like, safe community and it's stuff that you already do. If I go to Fry's and I see something, how many times have you seen me with the kombucha or however you say that word drink? It's like, oh my gosh, this is so good for you. Or like probiotic stuff or stuff that affects my life. This stuff affects my life because this is my skin and it was dried out and now it's good. And my friend with her bad acne and scarring and stuff like that, it's like, yes, that is personal stuff, you know? So that's all I wanted to. Now I'm just rambling, but I'll let you guys go. And I just wanted to say that is not about just pushing products that we have no idea what it is, or that who cares or whatever. You know, it is stuff that I really truly enjoy. Is stuff that I really care for. Is stuff that it is literally changing a lot of people's lives, including mine, in a lot of different levels, not just financially or with great products that are making my skin better when I'm 40, but a lot of relationships, a lot of moms that are leaving their works and staying home with their kids, a lot of moms that are very lonely at home with little kids, and they lost that self, are able to, with this, have like their own thing, you know. A lot of moms that are single parents that need extra help, extra income, are doing this. A lot of moms that are used to contributing to the family's budget, and for XYZ reason they had to leave their job, and this is a way for them to feel like they're helping and they're contributing when their family needs it. So it is proven that women help and volunteer a lot more than men. Nothing against men, I'm not a men hater, but it is proven that women contribute more to charitable things, and like whether it's volunteer hours or financially. So by doing stuff like this and supporting things like this, we're contributing to bigger things than ourselves, you know. Like we have the Brighter Together Foundation, and that's helping women in their own communities so that they can blow it up from there, like so that they can make a change in their community, not only their family. So this thing is like way bigger than like one person, little old me. This is like helping women across the world to make a better life for themselves and for their kids, for their little community, and then with that impact all around them. So it's like a huge ripple effect that this has. Is like way beyond one person. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening, and I'll see you around. Bye.